Brothers and sisters, I want to take an opportunity to share with you. I've been talking the last couple Sundays as we come to offering about the importance of our giving and kind of where we are, but I want to be very specific with you as members of this local church and the need that we have. If you take our total giving and our total need from June to August, we are $65,000 behind what our need is. So we have given $65,000 less from June to August than what we actually needed. Then yesterday, September the 2nd, I realized it was Labor Day weekend, but our offering was $48,000. That one offering is $30,000 behind our need. Here's what needs to happen. We need to, over the next several weeks, catch up as best we can. So if you have failed to give over the course of the summer, I'm reminding you now, I'm asking you now to catch up what you can and to give. The second thing that needs to happen, and this is the most important, we need to be consistent in our giving. We need a consistent pattern for us as a congregation. We succeeded in that in 2018. It was a very consistent year. In 2019, we've fallen back into an old pattern where giving is up and down. Now, the easiest way for you to do that is to use online giving, to set it up on a recurring basis, regardless of whether you're in town or out of town, that you're regularly giving and a part of what is needed in and through the life of the church. We budget based off of the consistent giving. We don't budget based off of a month. For example, December is always very high. We budget off the consistent giving of the year. So I said Sunday, we've already cut the budget we're working on for 2019-2020 2 times. If September continues, we're going to have to make drastic cuts if the giving stays where it's at. So on September the 22nd, we'll be meeting together in a members meeting to discuss the budget. We'll be meeting together to pray. So between now and then, I'm asking you to catch up and find consistency, and then we will decide together on September 22nd on our budget, and we'll decide together what we need to do in relationship with the lobby. We certainly don't want to enter into a capital giving time when we are struggling in our time of giving. As you can see, I'm being very straightforward. That's always been our approach as leadership. My approach as pastor is to be upfront and honest with you where you are. I'm not going to browbeat the church over money. I'm just simply going to make this need known to you, and then we're going to respond according to what we see happening in the month of September. In 2 Corinthians chapter 9, Paul says this to the Corinthian church: "He who supplies seed to the sower and bread for food will supply and multiply your seed for sowing and increase the harvest of your righteousness. You will be enriched in every way to be generous in every way, which through us will produce thanksgiving to God." Parkwood has always been an incredibly generous church, and it is my prayer that we will continue in that generosity, not so that we can build a kingdom for ourselves here, but that we can continue to do the kingdom work that God has called us to do, to glorify God by laboring together for the growth of all believers while going with the gospel to all peoples. Thank you for responding.